Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome students. In today's class, we are going to learn a very interesting and easy topic in grammar. So let's begin this. So we have this in front of your screen. So today we are going to learn about direct and indirect speech. But wait, don't you know anything about direct and indirect speech? That what is direct speech, what is indirect speech? So don't worry, because in our today's class, we are going to learn everything from scratch to a complete guidance. You just have to hook to this video to learn about direct and indirect video. So let's begin this. Let's start with the objectives that what we are going to know in today's class. So first objective we have is difference of direct and indirect speech. We're going to learn everything that what is direct speech, what is indirect speech, what is differences, what is the commonality between them, then the change of words, what are these words and in which form we are going to change them. Then change of tenses. Again, what are the tenses and in which other tenses we are going to convert them. And the last, rules of speech making. We are going to use above 3 points in rules of speech making. So here we have another slide and we are going to begin this now. As we studied in the objectives, we are going to start with the difference between direct and indirect speech. So as you can see that we are giving here two sentences. Let's read the first one here, this one. Ahmed said to me, I'm going to Hyderabad. Okay, let's read the another one. Ahmed said to me that he was going to Hyderabad. So both sentence seems to be similar, right? But yet they are different. So the first sentence stated over here is a direct speech, and the second sentence stated over here is indirect speech. But how will we know about this, that this is direct speech or this is the indirect speech? So in the structure wise, we can, let's move to the structure first. As we can see that in direct speech, inverted commas are used, comma is used here, and in direct speech no punctuation is used over here, right? And in terms of definition, when we are conveying the message exactly in the words of speaker, it is called direct speech. But when we are changing some kind of tense or words while conveying the message, it is called indirect speech. For example, here it was written, I'm going to Hyderabad. It was written in present continuous form. And while stating in indirect speech, we have changed it in the past continuous form. We have even changed the subject. Here, the subject was I, and here we have changed it into the he. Okay. Before we move forward, let me tell you there are different parts of direct sentences. So the first part is here, which is called reporting speech. This part of sentence is called reporting speech because someone is reporting something. Ahmad is the reporter over here, which is reporting. Okay, and this part is called reported speech. Okay, so message is being reported over here. Similarly, again I would repeat, this is reporting speech and this is reported. Let's move forward, and again we have another example here. So let's read it what it says. Ahmed said to me, I work in a bank. So which sentence it is? It is direct speech. And we have converted it into indirect speech over here. Ahmed said to me that he worked in a bank. Again, we can see there is a change of the punctuation mark from here to here. We have changed the sentence. We have changed the subjects. So these are the changes which are accompanied while we are changing direct into indirect speech. So you must be thinking that why we are changing these sentences, why we are changing the words, how we are changing it, what is the methodology behind it, or what are the thoughts behind the changing it. So don't worry, we are going to move forward with these words and tenses now. Okay, so I was telling you that there will be some change of words over here. So these are the most common words which are used in direct speech and change into indirect speech. So the words given on your left side will be used in indirect speech, and while converting the whole sentence into indirect speech, you will change these words into this changes. Okay. So let's begin. This first one is this. Whenever this word This means this. This is used in direct speech. We are going to change into that. If these is used, we will change into those. Now will be changed into then. Ago will change into before. Come will change into go. Here will change into there. Tonight will change into that night. Today will change into that day. Yesterday will be changed into the last day or previous day. Both will be considered right if you choose the last day or the previous day. Tomorrow will change into next day. Then we have can, may, and shall. Can always change into could, may into might, and shall into should. Must changes into had to, and will into would. Okay, these are the change of word which are accompanied while changing our direct speech into a indirect speech. Let's move to the change of tenses here. So the tenses given on your left side will be changed into the tenses given in the right side. So if in the direct tense, present indefinite tense is used, we are going to change into past indefinite. If present continuous is used, we are going to change into past continuous. If present perfect is used, we are going to change into past perfect, present perfect continuous. Okay, this is a short form of the continuous. It is going to change into past perfect continuous, past indefinite into past perfect, past continuous into past perfect continuous. So we have two exception over here, the past perfect and the past perfect continuous. These two tenses are not going to change at all. They will remain unchanged. Okay. So next, let's see what we have. Okay, so now we are at the last part, rules. How we are going to apply the change of words, change of tenses, and rules. Okay, let's do this. So we have the first person. First person is referred to as pronoun. Okay. First persons in pronoun are called I and we. Let's see what is stated over here. Okay, here is written change into the subject of reporting speech. So this is the reporting speech I told you before, and this is the reported speech. Okay. So if in the subject of reported speech, if there is I or we, as there is I, we are going to check it with the subject of reporting speech, which is this one. So I is going to change into you when we will convert it into indirect speech. So you say to me. Okay. Say can remain unchanged, or it can also change into said. It's up to you. Okay. Punctuations are being removed, or we can say it is replaced with that. I is used with you. So here we have written you. We have told you that present indefinite is going to change with past indefinite. So we have changed I take exercise to you take exercise. Okay. So this was the first rule. Let's move to the second rule. Second person in pronoun is called you, which says that change into the object of reporting speech. So if in the subject of reported speech we are using you, we're going to change with the object of reporting speech, which is this one. Not necessarily there will be just me, it can be any name, any other pronoun, probably could, there can be any word written over here. So if there is you written over here, we are going to check it with here. So you is going to change into I. So he said to me has changed into he said to me. I told you before that say can be changed into said. If you don't wish to change it, you can keep it same as say as well. Punctuations are being removed over here with are replaced with that. You has been changed into I. There was past continuous tense over here, which has been changed with past perfect continuous tense over here. Okay. So this is the second rule, and yes, we are on our last rule, which says about the third person. So third person in the pronoun are he, she, it, they. It can be any name. So whenever these pronouns are going to come, we are going to keep them unchanged. For example, in this sentence, in the direct sentence, they is used. So while converting into indirect, we are going to keep it unchanged. You said. So said is not going to change at all. said is always remain same. You have choice with say. If the word say is written over here, you can keep it same or either check it with said. You said that they would write an application. We have told you that will is always converted with would. Okay. So these were the rules, and this was our today's class. I hope it has helped you all, and thank you so much for watching.